and we'll play it on the screen there. An American submarine sunk an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters. Instead, it was sunk by a torpedo. Quiet death.
The submarine used a Mark 48 torpedo, the U.S. Navy's primary submarine-launched weapon. It carries a 650-pound warhead, uses advanced sonar to track targets, and is designed to destroy both surface ships and submarines. In other words, you can't get away from it.
This is a strategy. This word, just hear that? A U.S. submarine just sank an enemy warship with a torpedo. The first time that has happened since World War II, 1945. That is not a drill. That is not a movie. That is America at war, right now, in March of 2026. And while Fox News is celebrating that like it's a football game, 6 American sons and daughters are already dead, killed in Kuwait by an Iranian drone strike. 6 real people, with families, with futures that are now gone. Here is what Fox News will not tell you. This war has never been voted on by Congress. Not once. No declaration of war. No authorization. Just Trump posting on social media that Iran must unconditionally surrender. And now we have a full-scale war spanning more than a dozen countries. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what is happening, what it means for you, and why every single American, Democrat, Republican, or Independent, should be asking serious questions right now. Stay with me.
The IDF is warning civilians there to evacuate, and they had been doing that before it took action. They'll continue to do that, to communicate with citizens to get them out of the way. This video, and it's brand new, showing an Israeli F-35 shooting down a manned Iranian fighter jet over the capital city of Iran, Tehran. A first of its kind air-to-air strike for the stealth fighter. Fox News correspondents are covering the story from all angles in multiple locations now, from London to Istanbul, Turkey, Israel, Armenia, and Dubai. We are bringing you the very latest developments as this conflict unfolds, minute by minute. First, let's go to Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. Trey.
Harris, good morning. We're learning some new details from the Israelis about a strike overnight that involved 50 fighter jets and 100 munitions targeting the bunker of Iran's former supreme leader. A senior Israeli official telling Fox News these strikes overnight went after the underground bunker that the Iranians spent years building, but they say whenever the Ayatollah was killed over the weekend, he didn't make it to the bunker. He was above ground. This is new information, but you see the power of these strikes here as they drop more than 100 munitions on this location to ensure the Iranians aren't able to use these facilities in the future. It comes as Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is holding a new security assessment today with his top leadership here as the Israelis enter into the second phase of this war against Iran and its proxies. Overnight, the Iranians launching new ballistic missiles into Israel using a cluster munition to try and rain debris down on the population below. We saw as some of those missiles overshot their targets, slamming into the Mediterranean Sea. And the Israelis going after these launching positions, they say they destroyed another 6 ballistic missile launchers. A top spokesman for the Israeli military saying this about the war.
In Iran, we continue to strike the regime's core arrays and destroy its capabilities. Tonight, aircraft attacked the main headquarters of the regime leadership in Tehran.
And we know today the Israelis are not just looking east, they're also looking north to Lebanon. You can see in these live images here, smoke rising from the Lebanese capital of Beirut. You're looking now at the Dahya neighborhood, a Hezbollah stronghold where the organization is commanding and even launching some of its attacks against Israel. They have warned the civilian population there, hundreds of thousands of people, to get out of harm's way. One resident describing what the scene is like.
They threatened the Daya area, so we packed our things and left. Everyone left Daya. Now we're living a tragic life here, displaced. It's a miserable life. You know what it's like.
As the Iranians and their proxies continue to attack Israel and U.S. forces across the region, Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian saying today some countries have initiated efforts for mediation. Our response to them is clear. We are committed to lasting peace in the region, but we have not the slightest hesitation in defending the dignity and authority of our country. The audience for mediation should be those who, by underestimating the Iranian people, ignited the fire of provocation. Iran's president does not mention his country's expanding ballistic missile program or their pursuit of a nuclear weapon, but President Trump responding today saying there will be no deal except unconditional surrender. Harris.
Trey, as the sun sets there, we're getting so much more video in, so I'm going to share that with the audience now. Great reporting. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend. So this is just coming in, and you can see smoke rising over Tehran. You'll be able to see that momentarily.
6 Americans gone, and the Pentagon has now released all of their names. Sergeant Declan Cody, 20 years old, from West Des Moines, Iowa, 20 years old. Sergeant First Class Nicole Amour, 39. Chief Warrant Officer Robert Marzan, 54. Major Jeffrey O'Brien, 45. Plus 2 more confirmed by the Pentagon this week. They were U.S. Army Reserve soldiers. They were killed by an Iranian drone that penetrated air defenses and hit a command center in Port Shuaibah, Kuwait. That happened at the very start of this conflict. Now, here is what is important and what Fox News glossed right over. These soldiers were Army Reserve members, not active duty infantry, reservists, which means they are weekend warriors, community members, people with day jobs and kids in school, called up and placed in harm's way. And here is the bigger question nobody in that Fox News studio asked. Did Congress authorize this war? The answer is no. Under the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, only Congress has the power to declare war. That is not my opinion. That is the United States Constitution. Trump launched these strikes unilaterally. No vote, no debate. And now 6 Americans are dead. And the war is spreading to Lebanon, Azerbaijan, Bahrain, and Qatar. The death toll in Iran itself has already surpassed 1,000 people. You deserve to know that, all of that, not just the flag-waving highlight reel.
With that smoke rising now, through the hour, we will bring you these new images as we get them. And I'm going to ask my team to pop that up as soon as we get it in, because I didn't see it. There it is. Okay. I am joined now by my next guest. I want to get to this. Nations around the Middle East are on high alert, as we are here at home. Iran is attacking them. The radical Islamic Republic launching new strikes on Gulf states today, and Iran is going after our U.S. embassies across the Middle East. In fact, the U.S. embassy in Kuwait is now closed following Iran's drone strikes there. Iranian media reporting new attacks on Bahrain's capital. The building that houses the Israeli embassy was targeted there. And Qatar says Iran has now attacked its navy. Now, remember, these are countries that Iran might have thought were, if not neutral, friendly. They're hitting them. Iran rapidly expanding now the conflict, aiming at 12 countries and at least 2 territories that we know of. It's getting bigger by the hour as they desperately shoot out in every direction. Here's what Brett Velikovich told me yesterday.
Iran's strategy has always been this death by 1,000 cuts, launch a few drones here, arm a proxy militia there, threaten shipping lanes somewhere else. But that's
Let me be very direct with you about what we just heard. The Washington Post, one of the most respected newspapers in America, is reporting today, March 6th, 2026, that Russia is giving Iran the physical locations of American warships and aircraft in the Middle East in real time, so that Iran can target and kill American service members. Let me say that again. Vladimir Putin, the same man Donald Trump has been friendly with for years, is feeding targeting data to our enemies, while American soldiers are dying. Reuters confirmed this report. The Jerusalem Post confirmed it. This is not speculation. This is not a rumor. This is verified intelligence from multiple U.S. officials. And what does General Kellogg, the man Fox News brought on as an expert, say about it? He says Putin should call it a day. He says it's a mistake. That's it. No outrage, no demand for accountability, just a gentle suggestion to Vladimir Putin. I believe that is a moral failure. If a foreign government is actively helping kill American soldiers, that is an act of aggression against the United States. And the public deserves a serious response, not a shrug. Every American who cares about our troops, every American who put a bumper sticker on their car that says, "Support our troops," needs to be demanding answers about why Russia is helping our enemies kill them, right now, today. This map tells you everything. In just 1 week, Iran has attacked forces in Israel, Kuwait, where our 6 soldiers died, Bahrain, Qatar, Azerbaijan, and more. U.S. military bases across 12 countries have been hit. The U.S. embassy in Kuwait closed. The building housing the Israeli embassy in Bahrain
which targeted
was
the country's
targeted.
international
Qatar,
airport.
a country Iran might have thought was friendly, also attacked. This is not a targeted response. This is a desperate,
Explosions
expanding
also
conflict.
rocking Bahrain's
And America is at the
largest
center of
petrol
it,
refinery
with no
in the
exit
past few
strategy
hours,
that
sparking
anyone
a
has
massive
explained to the
inferno.
American public.
After all these years, to take back your country, accept immunity. We'll give you immunity, and we'll be giving you really the right side of history, because that's what it is. So you'll be perfectly safe with total immunity, or you'll face absolutely guaranteed death.
Well, there's no confusion about that. Chief International.
You will face absolutely guaranteed death. Those are the words of the President of the United States, directed at foreign soldiers, delivered via social media and broadcast on cable television. Now, I want to be clear. This video is not pro-Iran. Iran's regime has been a destabilizing, violent force. The attacks on U.S. bases are real. The deaths of American soldiers are real, and they are a tragedy. But what I am asking, what I believe every serious American must be asking, is this: where is Congress? Under the United States Constitution, war-making power belongs to the legislative branch. These strikes began February 28th. The Ayatollah was killed. 1,000 people are dead in Iran. A U.S. submarine sank a warship for the first time since World War II. And not once, has the full Congress voted on whether the American people support entering this war. Meanwhile, Russia is helping Iran kill our troops. And the expert on Fox News says Putin should call it a day.
DemocracyNow.org. I'm Amy Goodman with this special report. The U.S. and Israel have launched an unprovoked attack on Iran's striking sites.
The city we just watched burn in that video is full of civilian families. A resident said it simply: "We packed our things and left. Now we're living a tragic life, displaced." That is a human being, just like you, just like me. Here is my closing thought. American strength is real. American military capability is extraordinary. But strength without accountability is not democracy. It is something else. When one man can launch a war that spans 12 countries, sinks enemy ships, kills 6 Americans, and announces it all on social media without a single congressional vote, you are watching the erosion of the checks and balances your founders built. Your voice matters. Demand accountability. Demand answers. And keep watching, because this story is not over.
Fox News correspondents are covering the story from all angles in multiple locations now, from London to Istanbul, Turkey, Israel, Armenia, and
This is the next If this video opened your eyes, hit that subscribe button right now, because this story is just getting started, and I cover it every single day. Don't miss what's coming next. The truth is out there, but you have to know where to look. We are